Ladies and gentlemen, I'm in Sarasota, Florida with Brother Phil Durstein.
Hello, folks.
And we're about to do a podcast, right? And then I'm saying, well, what are we doing this? He said, well, we're going to promote tonight's meeting. So if you're in the area, where will that be? That'll be here at Christian Retreat.
Yes, and you can get it on TheFamily.church or ChristianRetreat.org. It's on all the platforms, but just find a way to tune in. We'll be live streaming, and it'll be available then on demand.
Now, I was going to ask you a question, so I'm kind of curious about something, Phil. You've seen 40 years of miracles. I knew your dad, Charles and Francis Hunter. I was telling people, all the miracle ministries that have been Demon Shikari, I know who's been through here. It's a who's who. It's the Academy Awards of Heavenly Hosts. Give me a memory of stuff that's happened here that comes to mind. When I say to you, what have you seen growing up here? What you've seen these miracles and things happen.
Well, it has been a crossroads of some of the most impacting voices in the world that have been on this platform and sharing their heart, their vision. But yeah, so I've seen a lot of visions birthed in this place. In fact, one memory I have, Tommy Barnett, he's preaching. I had him every year. He's one of my mentors. And he's preaching, and halfway through his message, he drops to his knees and starts crying. And the place gets quiet, he's just weeping and crying on his knees on the platform. We're waiting for him to compose himself. Finally, he stands up. He says, God just told me to start the Dream Center. And he started talking to us about the Dream Center in L.A. after he's already pastoring the largest church in America at that time. Now he's going to step out and start this new Dream Center. And, of course, we received the first offering for it that night.
Wow.
By the grace of God. And then I had an opportunity to walk with him on the roof of that old hospital that they were going to renovate back in the beginning. But no, just to see so many visions birth. This is holy ground. And I've seen so much of that in the past. And now we've been here long enough now, in our 57th year, we're seeing the second generation leadership. The sons and daughters of some of these great leaders. Like you mentioned, the Hunters.
Yes.
Joan Hunter, their daughter,
That's right.
carrying on the vision.
Yeah.
So we're seeing that. And so this is definitely a place that God has used, to launch and to inspire God's people.
Well, think how innovative it was at the time. A Christian retreat. I mean, even your dad, who was so Mennonite and holy, he had to probably wrestle with a place for Christians to go have a retreat, but it was a place for them to, it was like, you went to Florida. If you went to Disney, like I did, my honeymoon, you went to Disney and Christian Retreat. I wanted to be here.
And really, God's used it to advance people. Some people say it should be Christian advance. But a retreat is a place for people to come away from the chaos and fast pace of the world.
Yeah.
And come and get alone with God. And I really believe people can hear the voice of God on this campus like no other place.
It's a fact, people. All right, well, I just did an impulsive broadcast here. I just wanted to say hi to you because we're about to do a podcast with him. I thought, let me put him to work. All right, God bless you guys. I'll see you tonight if you're in town.